It's Alicia, Nora, and Macy on our little green couch.
Ready to talk weekly gossip from behind the chair.
Have a drink or 10 and get ready for the journey.
Join us on the floor with Little Fern. Welcome.
Come on in. Grab a seat.
Grab a drink.
Wait, I gotta crack mine open. Oh, I have no
It's
nails.
perfect.
You got it. Yes. We all love that noise.
Get a little gurgle of my wine over here.
Welcome
We're on the
to
floor.
with Little Fern.
Back at it again.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clink, clink.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that was
Clink,
better.
clink.
None of us are, only one of us is drinking wine today. I'm not sponsored by, but I am drinking the Truly vodka soda, the one with only one flavor. It's blueberry. It's delicious.
I am drinking a black cherry high noon.
I'm drinking some good old rosé. I'm not sure what the brand is.
Yum. That's good.
Can I get those?
Yes.
Everybody give it a go.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh. That was like a 10 out of 10. I like that.
That was good, right? Yeah.
I hope they have like double that size can in Vegas.
I need,
this weekend.
yeah.
Like the concert size.
The concert size.
We'll get to Vegas in a minute.
By the time you get halfway through it, it's like warm.
Yes.
Little Fern got a TikTok. Alert. We have a TikTok.
We got a TikTok, but also last time we told you that we got a TikTok. This time we actually have like videos.
It's
up
being
and
run.
going. And like we're getting likes, guys. It's not like 1 or 2 likes. We're actually getting like people flooding in with likes. Oh, according to Luke, we needed to post more though.
Oh, yeah. My husband said we weren't posting enough content daily, so we're trying to be better about it. You know, we can only do so much in one span of hours in a day.
I've amped it up to now posting like maybe 2 or 3 times a day, and we definitely have been getting more attention.
So we don't want to say he was right, but he was right.
Like,
we won't give
Well,
him
we
that.
know that, but just committing to have to do 4 a day, it's a lot to live up to.
It's also like for me in my head, it's like I want to always have enough ideas to keep posting. So I think right now doing 2 or 3 a day, honestly, 2 a day at this point, I think it's pretty good for the rate that we're at right now.
It gets me scared that like the ideas will run out.
I mean, who knew that you'd have to like do so many things in your day-to-day life besides just your job? Does anyone else feel like that? Like you get so overwhelmed by like having to do so many other things on top of the other things you have to do.
It's just like another layer added on to like the book of shit that you have to do to be successful.
It's a
in life.
lot. It's a lot. Like, I just rewatched the Barbie movie, and that's how it felt. It felt like, man, her little speech really hits home. You just, as a female, you just feel like you have to do so many things. But then, like, don't do too much, but do enough. But be pretty, but don't be too pretty.
At least TikTok has been like consistent though. I mean, it's been going on for how many years now, and I feel like there's always trends that are evolving. So on that end, I feel like with the anxieties of that, I think we'll be fine. We just kind of go with the flow. I think that's more TikTok's vibe. It's just
It's true because people don't
flow.
care. They just like
You
what
just
was
post.
what were the videos that you were taking, where you were just doing like a quick thing of whatever was happening. It was
Which one?
over the summer. You were like take this with me real quick. It's my once a day.
Oh yeah, the one.
Be
yeah.
real.
Oh, the
The
Be
Be
Real.
Real.
I haven't
Be
done Be
Real.
Real in a while, just
I
because
didn't
like
even know that was still a thing. Is that still a thing?
it definitely is. I just don't use it anymore. There was just one day where I was just like, I don't really want this on my phone anymore, and I just kind of because also it's just pictures. It's not like TikTok. I feel like is great to go on because it's actually like there's different stuff. You can go on there for different reasons. Whereas Be Real, it was literally just 1 second a day at a random time.
Yeah.
It would just be a picture of whatever you're doing and like what's in front of you.
Yeah.
And I feel like at that point where it's like, I didn't want it to be like Instagram where I have so many followers. I just wanted it to be my close friends. So it was pretty much just the same shit every single day with my close friends. And I was like, man.
Understandable.
Got it. I mean, I never Be Reeled, so I don't know.
No way.
How to be real?
Definitely was
I
not
also-
fucking gonna do that.
Well, no.
This will surprise you. I was really hardcore into TikTok during the pandemic.
Yeah, she was. She's how she got me to TikTok.
I got
We
on
had
lesbian talk all
Dude,
the
me too.
time.
Oh,
I got
love
on
that.
weird talk
Yeah.
during.
I got on some
Ooh,
weird
no, I was really into
like
cooking
dance
talk.
talk. A lot of
which
dance
is so
talk.
funny because you
I
guys were
love
on
the
like
cooking
productive
talk.
side of TikTok, which
Yeah.
shows the difference between millennials and Gen Zs. I think really
100%.
hardcore. My TikTok was fucking bizarre, guys. Like it would literally be weird toad videos, people showing their toes, like people like it was random bullshit. During the COVID, there was two different people, and I'm going to outline these people. There was the person, probably the millennial, who teaches themselves how to dance, cook, knit, I don't know. And then there was my generation. What I would do in my room during COVID was sit in my room, drink White Claws, go on live, on my Instagram live, on my private Instagram. On my private Instagram, so
I
literally
said one step closer to an OnlyFans.
my 15 friends, I would do my makeup, drink White Claws, and get drunk while learning how to do my makeup. That was it. And then scroll nonstop on TikTok and see pictures of toads. I did not learn a single thing during COVID.
Oh, see, I was like Marie Kondoing. I was
Yes.
like getting rid of things, saying thank you very much.
Yes.
I was learning how to like
Say thank you very much.
Yes, that's the Marie Kondo way of
You
like
thank the thing for being in your life,
and then you
now
get
you let
rid
it
of
go.
it. And you let it go.
So we're on like healing talk. Where I was getting shit faced at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we were
was
getting shit-faced here.
We were
remodeling the
renovating.
salon.
Clearly, you
And
guys were
we
feeling like
were-
some sort of empowerment.
Yes.
Which I love that for you guys, but that was not my experience.
We
If
were on a
anything,
different
it was like post COVID, I realized how fucked up my life was. That I was like, damn, I need to get my shit together.
We were like how fucked up our new life is now.
Yeah.
Oh
How much into debt am I going while trying to repair this salon? How much of this can we do ourselves?
All of it.
Run
You know,
out.
which is
We were on
crazy.
girl. You know what was they say? Girl math. It was like girl construction. That's what we were doing.
Where we are now, which is like a pretty different setup than what you guys originally had, which just kind of shows the growth, I will say.
It really did.
Obvious.
We just run out this place we're in now. We're sitting on a
And
new
also,
green
like,
couch.
Let's give a little, like, I guess, what new things did you guys update and everything?
I love how everybody is like, why'd you guys do this?
For what?
What was the reason behind it? We wanted to put out our fall decorations. That's how it started. And then, of course, I think I was the one who was like, what do you think about if we take Agnes from the back and move her to the front?
We talked about doing that for a long time.
Yes.
Like, how long would you guys say?
And I felt like it was time.
Agnes?
Agnes from the beginning.
Oh,
We
Agnes from
talked
the
about
beginning.
it.
We talked about
like having
painting
her out here.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Agnes is a piece of furniture that is the hutch that was from my grandmother's house, which is Agnes. And we always knew from the beginning that she was going to be painted once we destroyed her enough. And then we talked about bringing her from the back to the front, the back being our back room, to the front of the house being the salon.
She looks like a brand new piece of furniture.
Everyone keeps asking if she's new.
She
Yeah.
looks amazing, and genuinely, like, I
Tom even
think it's
really
awesome.
commented about her.
They also asked if we painted the wall.
Yes, because it looks more green. They're
Yeah.
saying. I said it's because of the
Dude,
Hello
literally,
Gorgeous
somebody
sign.
asked you this week. They're like, your
What's
green
the
wall,
green
and
color?
I was like,
And
girl,
I
what are you?
said,
I looked around and I was like, green. I was
no
like, there's no
green.
green.
But I love that, and I didn't correct them because I didn't. They asked like 7 times, and I said, well. So what I can't tell you is the name of the paint color, but it's not green.
She did move right on. I was shocked that she did not dig in on the green situation.
Because one thing I truly love to talk about is paint colors.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I truly don't love is people being incorrect on what color the paint color is.
Yes.
You're a little anal about your
It's
paint
the
colors.
colorist in me. I am a hair colorist.
It's the color wheel.
And I
It's
don't
called
love
color theory.
that you see green when it's not green. However, I have to, when you ask 7 times, I'm going to let it go.
You know what? When I was dating Aiden, he told me that color wheel and color theory are not the same thing. And I said, was dating. We'll get into that.
Update.
So guys, Macy's single.
Single Macy era.
You know, I'm honestly at peace with it now. Okay, can I disclose something to you guys?
Let's go.
Please do.
Okay, you guys, because neither of you guys know about this, and I actually purposely did not tell you guys.
Oh
about
God, I already.
I
know
did
this.
meet up with him.
Yeah,
I did.
That. We knew that.
I mean, this is my shocked face.
You guys. I did. But I also will say that I think it was productive. I did talk to my therapist about it, though. She was the one who advised me to go and talk to him. We just needed to talk and let things not be how we left it. And it was honestly not a very productive conversation, I would say, with us breaking up. But for me, it was very eye-opening where I was like, oh, I can see why I probably shouldn't be dating you right now. And I feel like I kind of saw that in that moment, which is so interesting. Obviously, we've only been, like, seeing each other for, like, 2 months. So, like, still very new. Didn't really know him that well.
Okay.
When you break up with somebody, they look differently to you, and they look differently to everybody around you who ever met them. And that's why when people go in and out of relationships like that, when you bring that person into your life, it changes the way everybody sees them. All these, like, we broke up 3 times and now we're back together for blah 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 amount of time.
Like, well, that's the purpose of dating.
Which I think at first I was telling you guys, and this was something that I was really, like, feeling in the moment, especially, like, right after he broke up to me. Anything but just, like, embarrassed and humiliated. That, like, first of all, the relationship had been so short. Like, I felt like it was more of a reflection of, like, me, if anything. Like, it was that insecurity, I feel like. I think I just had a different perspective of dating from the beginning. Like, you guys have definitely shaped my perspective of dating, but, like, also a big difference between
it doesn't have to go relationship
and Gen Z's is, like,
immediately.
you guys are just more, like, dating. Us, we're more, like, talking, getting to know each other long term, and it's like, if you get into a relationship with somebody, it lasts only, like, I was feeling so embarrassed. But
you should never feel embarrassed.
That's still considered dating, yes. Yeah. That's not, like, you really put a golden pedestal on the word relationship.
I know, and that's what I'm saying.
You're forming a relationship.
It's like my generational thing where I'm trying to, like, get rid of this notion that dating has to be something within, like, these, like, boundaries of, you know, I know what it is, but just, like, the seriousness of it and everything. But anyways, we had the conversation. There were some things that he said that afterwards I was like, yeah, like, honestly, even if he wanted to get back together with me, which I think is such a good sign, I would not be about it. Don't think that it's something that, like,
growth to take away from that.
Mm-hmm. Like, even this past week, I've been, like, you know, like, I'm, like, some things I'm still, like, kind of, like, bummed out about and, like, kind of sad, which is, like, normal after, like, a relationship. But for the most part, I feel like I don't know, like, I'm back on the right track. Like, even, like, when we were together, like, I was so bad with doing school and, like, doing, like, self-care and everything and, like, making sure that I was taken care of first. And, like, I feel like when we were together, I just feel like I was not my best self. And now I feel like I'm actually, like, feeling like me again after us breaking up.
Nice.
Just, like, great.
Good job.
I'm happy for
nice
you.
Discovery.
So
I wonder what stage of the relationship those people were at in their makeout session.
Oh my God.
Because I would like to hear all about that.
Outside right now, which is so interesting. Picture this. They're in this exact same spot.
Yes.
Describe this spot.
The parking lot across the street from the salon.
As we have told you before, we have a big, big window that we get to see a very large public parking lot across from the salon. Kind of makes you feel like you're in a zoo because people get to see in, we get to see out. It gives us loads of entertainment. Well, as we were even talking at this very moment, there's a couple standing outside right now having a conversation. But earlier this week, I was doing hair, happened to be doing my best friend's hair, and she points out that there's a lovely couple across the street who must have, I don't know, let's just say they were at the end of a date. And he was walking her to the car.
Because there's a restaurant down the street.
There's many restaurants, actually. Don't cut us short in the town.
We're in a little nice downtown area, guys.
There's 2.
To 3.
There's 3. You're right. There's 3.
We know they were at the brewery.
Don't
they
cheapen
would have parked
it.
down there.
They don't cheapen it. They could have been at the bistro. Anywho.
Sometimes it's crowded over here.
Yeah,
guys.
There's a bunch of parking over here.
Downtown area.
But they are, all of a sudden, they stop for a kiss. He goes straight for 2 cuppings of handfuls of butt.
Scoops. Like ice cream scoops.
Yes. Like 2 giant cuppings. Handfuls.
Full palm.
Full palm.
Palming a basketball.
Palms. And then, yes. And then of, like,
can we get an age
makeup
range?
Oh, like, I would honestly closer to your guys' age.
Yes. Yeah, like later
100%.
30s, maybe? Oh, okay, like a nice little smooch. No, it doesn't stop.
I'm
What
the
kind of
best.
outfit did she have on for this butt scooping?
Jeans, tight jeans,
tight,
boots on. Didn't she have
tight
boots on?
jeans.
Or like heels on of some
and
sort.
boots. And he's got to be like 6'3", 6'4". She's got to be like in her 5s. So she's much shorter. He's much taller. Wow. So the age and the range with which the scooping,
going in her
he was
asshole.
going into her whole butt,
Like trying to pick something out of it.
He was trying to do like a scoop-a-loop up in there, like her monthly exam,
Rectal exam.
and like he was gonna like.
Finger
Have you
her
seen those
butthole.
videos where they like scoop you up, like
Yes.
like a scoop up, like an arm from the game where you get to pick up like an animal, like that's a
claw?
Yes. And so, but it doesn't stop.
Oh, it keeps going.
It just keeps going.
Oh, but I'm not even out yet.
No,
like, I'm still in the back.
So by this point, now we've stopped what we're doing. I'm in the mid blow dry, and Brittany is like in awe. So she's just watching, and I call for Macy for the back room, and she comes out. So it's been now like it's one of those things where it feels like it's eternity.
Yeah.
It's maybe been like 2 minutes.
It was definitely like 2
But
minutes.
they're just like going at it. Like they need a room. Like, are they gonna have sex
You
in
think
the
that they're
parking
going
lot?
to like he's reaching for her actual asshole? Like no wonder it wasn't in her pants already.
He is going inside of her at this.
He is literally coming inside. of her as we
Rated
speak.
R. We've gone to NC-17 now at this point. And then Macy comes out and is trying to make it not obvious, but she's like
I was behind the middle plant. I was like peeping around.
She's in the window looking, and Brittany is just in awe. Like, well, and I'm like, well, I'm getting uncomfortable now. So I start blow drying again because I don't know what else to do. But they are just going ham at each other in the middle of the parking lot. And then finally, they stop. And what happens?
Immediately.
She immediately turns around and makes eye contact with Brittany. And what does Brittany do? Brittany gives her a thumbs up and a wave. Died. If I could have melted into the floor, I would have. Brittany's like, well, she saw me and we made eye contact and I didn't know what else to do. And so Brittany's like, yeah, I get it.
I love it.
She covered her face afterwards, and like you could tell that she was into it though. Like
Ready
her
to
leg,
go.
at one point, her leg went up.
Yeah, she was like, I mean,
So,
they
like,
were,
okay,
they
stand
were
up. We're gonna
practically, like,
demonstrate.
having
Stand up.
sex.
We're
They were having sex.
Me and Nora are demonstrating. She is standing up, and I am going to grasp onto her. And
They
then
were
I-
having sex. They were having sex. I mean,
That's tight.
yeah,
like
they
fucking
were having
position.
sex.
I felt like my hand was kind of sliding up your butt a little.
Yeah, I mean,
Vagina
they were
on
like palming.
peen.
He walked away with a swagger like no other. Head held high, just walked away, walked right past the salon, like happy.
He came back this
Yeah,
way?
he came back this way. She went to her car,
What?
went about her day.
We gotta know. Was he an employee
I
around
don't
here?
know where he was headed
They
off
both
to.
were in street clothes, so I will say I think that they probably were just coming from the station and were on a date, and clearly they hit it off.
That date was a 10
It
out
was
of 10.
wow, and they also probably had some alcohol, some.
That was
wine.
a 10 out of 10 solid date.
I mean,
Nice.
smacking like that in public with no shame has to be a 10 out of 10.
And I mean, they didn't even scooch closer to a car. They just stayed right out it was like in the middle.
It was like
Further into the middle than these people are standing right now.
I
in
feel
the
like
car.
this is like one of those phone calls that I hear when I'm taking Willow to the daycare in the morning on like Kiss or B96.
Yes.
Where they're like, we had the best night ever.
And then they never call the
and then
person
never
ever,
call them
ever
again.
again.
Figure out
Make them
why.
call.
Yes, and they make
Fake.
Do you ever listen to the ones where they do the like, we're giving you a free night stay? Who
Yes,
you want to put
yes.
on?
I
And then
love
it's
that
like
one.
this-
First of all, I love that guy.
Yes.
I don't remember what his name
Yes,
is.
and
Yes.
we find them cheating.
Yes.
But he's-
Oh my
Yes.
god, it's the drama. I live for the drama, and I love that.
Those ones
on
are
the radio.
That's an old one. Like that's an old school one.
That's
that,
an old
that kind
one.
of trickster was on the radio back in
That
the day.
I have been
too.
listening to that for so long, and I fucking
Yes.
love that. Whoever
I do
still
too.
falls prey to that call is ridiculous.
For real.
How do you still go?
No.
Oh, I'd love to put so and so on the card, bitch. You know
On the
that they-
card? What
Who
are they
puts
getting
cards
cards for?
anymore? Oh, I love that. I love
Bill
that.
would be like, I would like to see all of the proof of this before
Yes!
I give you any
Luke
of my
would 100%
information.
be like, first of all, I don't submit my name to anything.
Yes.
Fucking, and he would never answer the phone.
Who gets a call from the radio? It's got to let you know who it is.
No one. And they're like, we would
Yeah.
it's 100% free. We're just looking for a Google review. They'd be like, get fucked.
Macy's
Across
fries,
me.
so.
Honestly, your angle doesn't. Which one is it? It's this
It's
one,
this
right?
guy now.
So, like, how are we doing with it?
We're doing pretty good. Look at that.
It doesn't even look like
Is
it's...
this the fucked up one?
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just like...
No.
oh that was rude as fuck. That was rude as fuck. For everyone wondering, I fucked up my ankle. I don't know if we talked about it on the last podcast.
Because
but-
last time your foot was wrapped, we hadn't been to your actual ortho yet.
Yeah. Well, 2 tendons, guys. I ripped 2 tendons. I had a month out. My boot is off right now. She's going down. She's going down.
She's looking
looking
much improved.
I mean,
looking
they
pretty
did
good.
say that, like, you might not go back to normal and think that we can officially say you're out of the woods with that concern.
Well, I mean, yeah, she's looking
Let's hope so.
much better.
Yeah.
She's still bruised. Like, it still, like, looks permanently bruised for the moment, but I think that's going to look like that. My accident from Mexico was like that for 2 years. The bruise was there for almost 2 full years.
Yeah, I feel like I had that on this
So-
top of this foot when I had
So, I
it
mean,
injured.
I don't foresee that going away anytime soon. But, you know.
That's how these old people be looking.
Well, my ortho kept saying, I was telling Luke, I don't know if I should be offended at this point. He keeps repeating every time I get hurt, well, you're not 18 anymore.
It's
Like,
shut up.
yeah, I got it. You act like I'm 70. Stop repeating that I'm not 18. Thank you. Like, you act like I'm like 90. Like, I was just like, thanks.
I mean, but the fact that you were able to walk on it, though, for the walk was, like, kind of crazy.
It definitely hurt for like a day and a half.
Alicia
afterwards.
just makes herself do things that most people would just be like, no, I really shouldn't. She said, no, I committed to it. I'm doing it.
After my one.
Yeah.
See?
Then why the fuck were you doing this?
100%
Okay, guys,
after
so
my
we're gonna
one.
preface this.
I
We're gonna
was
preface this. Okay, so we had the Cancer Support Center walk this Sunday, and Alicia, her actual like ankle or foot is fucked up. Okay, like when I tell you the pictures are horrendous of like the bruising, it just was blood.
It's
like,
an injury that's trying to repair itself all while Alicia works 37 hours a week on her feet all day long.
Meanwhile, she takes off her boot for this Cancer Support Center walk we have, which is 3 miles. She walked 3 miles without her boot on, which she definitely should have on right now. And you know what? She's still trooping with us. She's still trooping with us.
I walked it. It was a pain. It was a pain. I put the boot on though immediately afterwards for the football game later on that night.
I've been on this ride for a long time now, and I just know these things are going to keep happening, and she's going to keep working through them, but not like the normal work through them, like the really force it work through them situation. But she heals up.
You're very.
I do heal up.
You
I
do
am
heal
okay.
up.
I
Yeah,
do heal
you
up.
don't-
I come back.
And it's something to
I'm a
talk
come.
about.
I'm a
I think you
comeback
also
kid.
just have like a very
I'm a
high
comeback
pain
kid.
tolerance.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And probably if you were forced to sit at home,
No. Plus, I got a good ortho, and I got ibuprofen 800s, guys.
Yes.
We're fine.
800?
600s.
I got 8s and 6s.
What?
No way.
Whoop! Just call me dealer. I'm just kidding. You didn't hear that. Yeah, I get hurt a lot, but then I don't, and I come back from it. I don't know. I'm fine.
Oh, are they making out too?
Ooh, are they making out?
Oh, shit.
It's a second.
Arms around the neck. Arms around the neck.
They're swinging.
Are her legs wrapped?
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
It's
happening. You guys, there's kids. Lean up against a
macking, they're
minivan. A
macking.
white minivan.
This is the best spot. What this keeps happening, guys?
Oh, okay, so
Got too excited and
my God,
they
they were
cooled it off. They cooled it off.
Did they hear us?
Oh, they might go back in.
Oh, going back in, going back in.
Oh, she's
Get
grabbing
it.
the back of
She
the neck.
has her hand on his shoulder.
The arm
hand
around the neck.
neck.
Oh, raptor.
It was a very
Back.
nice spooky night for a makeout session.
Not gonna lie, I would drink a bunch like this.
Oh, there's you guys. They're swaying.
Is this considered erotica now? Or
I gotta
like,
get
what's
down.
happening?
Porn, like, I think we should be getting paid for.
I was sitting
I
on a
don't know,
stool and I got down on the floor so I could stare better so that they won't see me. This is great.
That's amazing. What's happening in your guys this week? Because I mean, are you guys watching people make out from your windows or like what?
It's a kissy month.
It's a great spooky. It's cuffing season.
Guys,
Isn't it?
I didn't make it out of cupping season. That's so unfortunate.
Oh, this is cute.
So little Fern, where all the cuffing happens. Well, not for Macy.
Oh, he grabbed her cheeks.
However, she was looking
her
at the
hands are
cute
going
hostess
down by his butt.
at the restaurant tonight. So you never know where it's gonna go for her.
Speaking of kissing, we need to discuss the incident at the restaurant because
we need to hear all
Macy
about
and
the
I, the last time we picked up food at a restaurant down the street, we were greeted by a gentleman who got a real kick out of us on the phone.
Because the phone, it really was. I went on the phone and I put an order in. It was like I put it in oddly, okay? And this man really got a hoot of me putting in an order.
And he
in
commented
oddly.
about how much he was excited about the situation.
He was like, "I'm so glad that you like made my night. Like, I love you guys." And I was like, "Okay."
And he hugged us both.
So we walked
Yes,
in
in the restaurant.
This is the last time we walk in, and he comes in and immediately gives us like a awkward throuple sort of a hug. Because it's like both of us and him, and I didn't expect him to hug me. He also was a lot uglier than I was expecting.
Oh.
And so I was like, ooh, this is so interesting. Anyways, rewind, guys.
I don't think she
Interesting
means
experience.
uglier. I think she just means our age and not her age.
He also was just odd
So
looking.
that's just how he
I mean,
aged.
so uglier. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just
He
gonna be
just
honest.
wasn't.
We
he
might
just
not
wasn't
include
for
this,
her.
but like he was being.
He just wasn't for her.
No.
Anyway,
That's
so then
fine.
me
No.
and
Oh, they left.
my mom says that she wants to go to the last night. Immediately, we sit down at the bar. Like we get a little table at the bar. Our bartender like is chill at first, attentive, but like cool. Time for us to like order food. We've been like my mom and I actually had like really good conversations last night, and so we were like in an in-depth conversation, and like we really didn't look at the menu. He came over one time, and he was like, "Hey, like have you guys looked at it?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, sorry, like we haven't like, looked
The
at
hugger.
it."
The hugger.
Hugger is the bartender.
Did he acknowledge that he knew who
When
you
he
were?
when he greeted me in a way that he knew who I was, but like he wasn't going to
make a big deal of it.
Yes, he wasn't going to outright say it, and also I didn't really want to outright say it because he was kind of interesting last time. Whatever.
Also, I think we need a side note. This space that this restaurant is
pretty small.
about 500 square feet.
Like the actual restaurant portion, at least, is
Yeah.
like no space at all.
And there's about 700 employees who work there at one time.
Yeah.
Fat ass bar.
And they bust out from the back room like they're Michelin star serving people.
Well, it is a nicer restaurant in the
It
area.
is a
Yes, it is.
fancier style restaurant.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, though, me and my mom were sitting at like the corner, like where it's like an L-shaped bar. So we're sitting at the far end, closest to the window, on the corner, so we can see like the entire layout
Everything.
of the restaurant, pretty much. We can see everything that's going on. And so by the time he comes over a second time to ask us what we're ordering, and he was like, "Oh, like, are you guys gonna order?" Would not leave until we started ordering. He like kept calling us babe too, which was like really interesting. And he was like, "Love you guys." Love you guys.
Ew.
It was so weird. They bring us our charcuterie board, okay? Like, he checks in on us ever so frequently. He starts making weird jokes about, like, how he has, like, childhood trauma.
Dumping on you.
Oversharing, but also, like, being so passive-aggressive, too, where I was like, I don't know if you're joking or if this is just you acting this way. And then we get our charcuterie board. My mom, at one point, accidentally spills her wine, and so it got all over the charcuterie board and, like, my keys and everything. I have 3 lemon drops waiting, like, while he's, like, cleaning it up. So it seems like he's, like, being funny, but also passive-aggressive. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I'll be back very soon," but, like, also just saying in a weird way. He came back to, like, clean it up. He was like, "Do you guys want the charcuterie board? Gouda and wine," because the wine was on the Gouda. And we were like, "Oh, no, like, you can take it back. It's fine. Like, we're all done with it." And he's like, "Get it? Gouda and wine? Gouda and wine? Isn't that so silly, Gouda and wine?" And we were like... I was like, we literally like cut the fucking. I literally asked him to his face. I said, "Are you on drugs?" I was like, "Are you on something right now?" And like, I didn't say. He was just like, "Oh yeah." He like skipped over, like laughed or whatever, and then walked away. So my mom also, she orders steak. We ordered it medium rare. We don't like our steaks to be overdone. Honestly, we'd rather be like underdone, so then we could just take it home and nuke it in the microwave for a little bit, and it'll be perfect. You know the vibes.
I do understand.
It comes out.
No need steak.
That's
I
the most,
understand.
dude, guys,
that's the most Midwest thing I have ever heard
You
in my
know,
entire life.
I shit you not, guys. I literally have the fork, the knife in my hand, and I am about to go and cut, and I'm like, you know when you see somebody like staring at you, but like I look up, this man is full on staring at me, and he's been staring at me for a moment now because I'm like halfway cutting through the steak because I was like, maybe he's gonna look away. No, I look up and he goes, is something wrong? And I said, yeah, you're staring at me. I was like, yeah, you're kind of freaking me out. Why are you staring at me? He's like, oh, you're freaking me out. You're staring at me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
This is like Willy Wonka style.
I was like, are you telling me that I'm freaking out when I was just cutting my steak? He was like, yeah, I usually wait to see if it's done all the time. And I was like,
oh my God.
And then he didn't leave, guys. I'm cutting the steak. I've cut it. And he was like, I'm going to wait here until you try the steak now. You have to try the steak. Take a bite. I was like, no, I'm okay. I was already pretty full because I ate the charcuterie board. I ate a lot of that. And then I was like, well, also, like, I'm not going to, like, take a bite with you, like, looking at me. Like, it's kind of freaking me out now. Like, I was like, so my mom took a bite, and she's like, oh, yeah, it's overdone. And he was like, oh, sorry about that. Babe, you know I love you. And then something happened where he thought that my mom thought that he called her stupid. And he goes, oh, you know I love you. I would never call you stupid. I'm being stupid. I'm being so weird. And I was like, what the oh, my God. When I tell you this man, I don't know what he was on.
That's wild.
That was like... I don't know if you did
That's
a line. I don't know if you're schizophrenic. Like, I genuinely don't know what's going on.
The Barb special.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that was my night. And then I left and immediately said that I have to text Nora and Alicia because I'm like scared to go in there and show my face again.
We might have to take a beat before we go back there.
Dang.
Which
Yeah.
leads me into our pumpkins outside.
Yes.
On the other most Gilmore Girl
Oh my God.
scenario to have ever
This
graced
is also another
our-
very window moment, and I do enjoy this moment because we got a nice fat pumpkin out of it.
We did. This is like one of those, like, tell me you live in a small town without telling me you live in a small town, like, moments. I'm doing hair and not really paying attention because so many things just walk past, like, the window, and it's hustling and bustling, and you're not really paying attention. And all of a sudden, I'm with a new guest, and we're chit-chatting, and I'm, again, blow-drying her hair. All of these great moments happen during the blowout, I swear to you. And Macy's in the back doing her thing, and all of a sudden, I see this truck, and it's an old-school truck, you know, the ones that have, like, they have, like, the wooden, like, slats on the sides, you know, like the really old school. So all of a sudden, it's, like, pulling up and parking, like, it backwards, we are one way. So anytime a car is doing that, it's very off-putting.
It's like slanted parking.
Yeah.
So like they pull in like the opposite
They're pulling
of the
in
slant.
the wrong way, and you're very like concerned then because you're like, what is happening?
We're gonna
right
back
now?
into our window.
Yes.
Like what's going
This
on?
is not the correct way you're doing things, and then you notice it right away. So out of the side of my eye, I'm like, what is happening? Are they driving into our window? And all of a sudden, I'm like, what is happening? I see all these pumpkins in the back of the truck, but not like just pumpkins. I mean pumpkins. Like the largest pumpkins I've ever seen in my entire life. And many of them. Like
Large. Fucking huge.
Like I think one took up like the entire bed
Why
of the truck.
did this
pretty
event
much.
have to happen when I wasn't here? I
I
really
know.
don't
the day that you
understand.
left early too, which is ironic because you were here, you just left.
It was
early.
crazy.
I would have had one of those.
It was wild. So of course, in true fashion, I call for Macy to come from the back room because I'm
Because
like,
I have to see what's going
what
on.
is going on?
Same day as the makeout session.
So what is happening? So I turn my client, who I'm also like, what? You have to see this. So we are in shock and awe of like these pumpkins. And this cutest new client I have, she again is like, well, Macy, go outside and see what they're doing.
And there was a lot of guys.
It was a lot of men.
It was a lot of men. It was also a lot of older men.
They were directing the truck to the position. There was like a lot happening with them. There was a lot of men. It was a lot of guys.
But they don't even know why the guys were there
No.
or doing this.
No idea.
But anyway, so I was like I want to go out. So I was just observing, you know, how I do from the window. We just stare, but we don't actually go outside.
We stand around and talk about it and linger, but we don't do anything.
But
first.
then our neighbor Erin, she's like a barber. She also does like her like men's hair.
Side
and
note,
everything.
we are right directly next to another hair salon, but it's a barber shop ran by a female, and then it's men in there as well. So we're a cute little like duo.
And it's not even like right
situation.
next to, it's literally like on top of.
We like share
our door's
the
not
doorway.
even,
We
like,
share
up,
a
like, 50 feet
vestibule
apart.
and
Yeah.
then have two doors.
Yes.
So it's a very cute little like
Little
situation
small biz vibes.
where one door goes to us and the other door goes to her, and they get mixed up all the time. Her name is Erin, and she is amazing. So we see Erin walk out.
And it was just enough of a push to get me out there, you know? Immediately I'm like, what's going on out here? He goes, we got pumpkins. Do you want one? And I said, how much? And he said, they're free. So immediately, of course, I come in and I'm like, yo, Alicia, do you want a pumpkin? And she's like, hell yeah, let's get a pumpkin. And
Yes.
yep, took us for a pretty
So now we have this giant pumpkin in our
It's a big
front.
girl.
It's great, yeah. And it feels so like we're on the set of Gilmore Girls.
And
like
it's
we're
weird that the guy
prepared
actually
for.
like grew them in his backyard, and I'm like really curious like where he lives. Like, can you do
Yeah.
that even in a typical backyard?
I don't
Like,
know.
that
I mean,
one pumpkin
it
literally
was
was like the
so
size
big.
of us sitting in like this circle on this large couch. Like, it was huge.
Well, you know, I noticed with the remodel, either they notice right away or they notice nothing.
A lot of people also have like been super weird where they're like, oh, look, it looks different here. And then as soon as they walk over to your station, they'll be like, oh.
Yeah, they
And I'm like-
freak out as
I'm
soon
like,
as they get to
oh.
the station.
I
Even
didn't
though
know
the
it was, like, that
stations
drastic.
are 4 feet away from the couch.
Like, it's not that large of a space. So I
They're
was like,
not walking into a different
really
section of
very
the
observant.
salon.
Very interesting.
They panic about like what do I do as soon as I get in the door?
Yeah, it's very interesting. But the females really tend to love the new station.
They do.
I also really like
They're
to-
blonde and they have a rattan finish on the drawers.
I love that the candles over there too. I feel like they've
Yes.
also been buying more candles.
They
than
really have. The
Which, speaking
candles
of
have
products
been flying
and candles.
off the shelves. The fall sets have been
They smell so
Going.
good.
Yes. So we were like, this will be good. A toasted pumpkin and wood smoke.
We're gonna
Yes.
have to do a sniff.
Hopefully you can smell it through the
You're gonna have to do this. And you know what? Hide nor hair really does it for us.
Kills it. She kills it.
Kills it every
really
And then
good.
this toasted pumpkin, like it's not your Home Goods toasted pumpkin.
Oh no, it is not. It's elevated.
I don't even do that anymore.
It's like not too sweet either.
I don't even mess around with the Home Goods candles. Pumpkin, nutmeg, vanilla, smoke, and
I'm
clove.
getting a whole pumpkin pie
I'm gonna
in
take
my
this home.
nose.
Yeah,
so
that is
good.
what it smells
It's a
like.
whole pumpkin
It
pie
is
in my nose,
so
but like a
good.
homemade pumpkin pie that like actually smells like it should, you know?
Yum.
It definitely smells like you are baking something.
Like it's Thanksgiving,
But
and
not-
like,
'cause it's
So
not
does the fall
overly-
fig with the apple.
Oh, it's just such a good apple.
I feel like we're very comfortable with letting them sell out.
100%.
Yeah.
Because then we won't get stuck with, not stuck, but that you have to order 24,
That is
right?
true. And also, I
Not
feel
that we
like
don't love
candles,
ordering 24 candles.
Sometimes the candles like go super fast, and other times they kind of like trickle out, and then
And
like,
then
some
people cry because
yes.
they want their.
But I think it's also we do have a lot of candle options, so it's not like you're not gonna find something that you won't like, even if we don't have the exact fall line.
I feel like, is she going to launch some new Christmas
Christmas?
ones?
Well, we'll find out about that because she didn't bring some of the fall ones back, and she
Yeah.
brought new ones instead. And then we'll find out if she brings all of the same Christmas scents back.
Stay tuned.
We'll find out.
Has anyone bought a brooch?
People don't know that that's going on there quite yet. They're so distracted by everything else in
Yeah,
here.
we really
I
got
think
wild
it's
with the
gonna
remodel,
come.
and
Yeah.
I feel like our
They're not
product
seeing the
shelf
products.
is getting like it's slowly starting.
It's
to
okay.
get, like a
It can take a minute because
people. You know what people have gotten wild about? We're selling sage sticks.
Yes.
FYI. And they are going.
it'll go once people notice that all of that's there, and we can draw more attention towards it, of course. But
We should
they're
do-
overstimmied in here.
Right now, also a lot of the shelves are kind of crowded, so I think that like once
Crowded.
Wow.
Somebody wasn't here for the remodel,
I'm
and
not
they're
saying-
crowded.
I'm not saying like crowded.
Tell
as
us
in,
how
like,
you
a
really
bad way,
feel,
but I think
young
that also
one.
there's like a lot of stuff. I don't
It's
know.
called the
Like even this one where it's like the
decoration
plants
pairing.
there. Like you, if you're sitting on this side of the room, you probably have no idea that like the brushes are there. You know.
Only if you're just oblivious while you're sitting
Well, I'm
there
just
for
saying,
2 hours.
we literally just talked about the fact that they walk in, they don't even notice that these are different.
Yes.
Like, and those are right in front of their face.
Yes.
Yes.
So, but when we refill that merch tower in the next couple
Oh,
months
yes.
with the new products,
We're to get some more new stuff in. We're gonna do cups. We're gonna launch
logos.
some new stuff.
generative
Dominus
stuff.
has a new line.
Yes.
We're really excited for it, and it's a back bar line. It's a treatment.
It's fast acting.
We're really jazzed to have it at the salon. I've been using it like water on everyone, but not like water because you got to charge for it. It's been great. I've been loving it. Clients have been loving it.
I did 2 people last week.
And my sister's gonna get one too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
girl.
You're gonna like it so much.
Yeah, girl. I did the reverse where I have been using a lot of the moisture as like the base and then the shine. But today I did barb, I did shine and then moisture. That one smelled so fire.
It's kind of like you have to figure out like the kind of like the formula and like what works best for
Yeah,
like what
It does
you know.
make a big difference. A noticeable difference, especially in the blow dry.
Oh my
faster
gosh,
blow dry.
It was great.
And
Definitely
I also feel
a
like it's
faster
just so
blow
much
dry.
shinier afterwards. Like it actually looks like healthy.
I wonder how much faster it's going to be with my new blow dryer that I
Yeah.
have.
Did you order it?
No, Joe made me order it.
Okay, guys. So Nora got herself in a situation, and
Listen to this.
I
Listen
am
to
100%
this
on Joe's
story.
side in this situation.
So Joe, Papa Joe, Daddy Joe, Rep Joe, whatever you want to call him, he has many names, is our rep, and we love him. He's great. But him and Nora, well, Nora, take it away.
Well, he knows I'm vulnerable to purchases.
Okay, no, but also like rewind.
You did this to
She
yourself.
was. Come on.
We
tell
tried out the
actual
blow
story.
dryer in the salon. It was wonderful. I liked how sleek it was. To be honest, I was sucked in. It was a little heavy. So I said no. I didn't say.
It was so small. How was it heavy?
It was heavier than Alicia's blow dryer,
Was it
and I think it was equally as heavy as my blow dryer. And with a petite little thing like that, I don't need all that weight.
I honestly don't really remember the weight of it, but I got a big ass bitch.
You
at my
commented.
station, so.
You commented that yours is lighter than
Oh
that.
yeah, then it must have been heavy.
I registered.
It
She
must have
said
been
it.
heavy because I got a big bitch.
Well, yours is light though. It's the
It is
lightweight.
light, yeah.
That's why we like that one.
Okay, but you like were like, okay, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. You were fine until
Yes.
the
Okay,
Facebook
so my
post
friend
happened. You
from-
fucked yourself
My
over.
friend from beauty school also has the same rep, but she's like an hour away from us. So I was like, oh, that's funny. She still has a tool from beauty school that she showed, like finally
When did you guys
busted.
graduate beauty school.
It's been over 10 years.
Yeah, so it's been a minute.
So,
Damn.
but let me tell you.
Put this in
You know that
reference.
TikTok
Yeah.
song?
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This tool lasted like 2 months for me before I got my FHI, which I have had and I still have
Right.
since that moment. So anyway, I said, oh my God, I can't believe you have one of those. And then I mentioned something of the sort when I saw Papa Joe commented on her page that he's got new tools for her. And I said, oh, well, if Jordan buys a blow dryer, I'll buy a blow dryer. Ha, ha, ha. Well, then he texts me a screen, like a photo of them, that Jordan was buying a blow dryer. And then I was now in for a new blow dryer.
You did that to yourself.
And I had to say, fine, but it needs to wait until Christmas because I'm going to Vegas. And then he said, I put one aside for you, Nora. Have fun in Vegas. Shit. Well, it's going to be nice. I'll tell you that. And I liked the speeds of it.
It was nice. The problem I have is I can't throw it under my arm.
I don't
You did
do
say
that.
that. You're like, it was so weird.
I know.
My blow dryer burns
was,
me. If
I was
put it
Vidal
under my
Sassoon
arm.
trained, and you weren't allowed to put your blow dryer down. You had to complete your blow dry without turning your blow dryer off.
Paul Mitchell training was this. You hold the actual barrel.
Yeah.
And I had to like wean myself off of that.
Yeah.
Now I might have to do that with my. This is actually the size of my new blow dryer.
Honestly,
It's the size of a high noon can.
I'm sorry,
It
but
really
that looks
is.
so sexual.
And it comes in
Look
so
what she just did. Do it again.
This is how I.
Like, that is a blowjob if I've ever seen
Well, it's also a blow dry. So,
Well, blow is in the name for both. Get it?
her.
Pun intended.
I'm zooted right now. guys. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm also definitely a little tipsy.
the drinks are hitting tonight on the floor.
The pen is being ripped.
Well, it is on the floor.
So, like, upcoming, though, with, like,
She's
a trip.
gonna be on the floor.
We're going to Vegas
Okay, but
this
were you
weekend.
guys about to be on the road with Little Friend? I told
Yes.
you guys better,
Can you
better
send us-
take some TikToks.
Send us some things.
I'm
We
gonna
can
I'm gonna
the
send you
girls
guys
involved.
ones, and you guys have to do them.
We can.
You have to do at least a couple.
I can't wait to sleep in.
Hilarious.
When you're hungover as shit.
Hilarious.
You guys are gonna be so
Because
hungover.
one, it's an hour difference. So
I thought it was a 2 hour
It is a 2 hour
behind
difference.
us.
So
Yeah.
it's-
So when we wake up at 7 a.m., it'll be 5 a.m. So I'll get to sleep 2 extra hours.
You're welcome. But you also have to remember you're going to be out later, so it's going to be a weird...
Yeah, it's really not going to be any different. Honestly, that's how it was when I was in San Diego.
You guys, I wake up before the sun comes up every single morning.
And just remember, we are the early ones that are always up.
Can I let you know?
I know.
That genuinely is my worst nightmare. Having to wake up before the sun comes up.
It's mine too, right now.
I do it every day.
Okay, how has she been with sleeping though? Like, really curious about that.
She just wakes up too early.
Well, she always has. That's what I'm saying. But like
right now, something is going on with her. I got some like homeopathic ear oil because I feel like she's very extra moody lately, and she's crying a lot.
And
I'm also thinking I feel like that's me because I haven't gotten my period yet, but I can feel it, and the emotions are getting very intense lately where I just want to go like cry somewhere. And I feel like that's her. The moon was really pretty last night.
This makes a lot of sense.
Thin crescent.
Well, there's a lot of energy changes right now.
Did you get yours?
I did. I got mine.
Did you get yours?
Over the weekend.
What?
Your period?
No. Mine's been...
She's throwing things off for me.
Because I've been under a lot of stress, I'm probably going to get a little bit
because
later.
we were synced.
And also, we were synced, but to be fair, I don't think I've been synced with you guys for a while.
I've never been synced with anybody like
ours was synced for a while, but then I left for California this summer, and being with all those girls this summer really fucked up my cycle. Yeah, it's interesting. And I'm also about to go back on Nexplanon in November, so we will see how my period is when I go back on birth control.
Mine has been very regular, which has been the weirdest thing that has ever happened.
Mine was really regular this summer, and now I would say it kind of comes, I feel like, late every month.
Mine more is like on a schedule where it like wants to fuck with me and just decide whenever I have an event going on to make that my heaviest day, no matter what the date is of the event. It's kind of like the regular pattern
I guess I did get my period when I was in San Diego. So that does make sense.
I mean, yeah, mine came for my
ovulating.
women's weekend, my 10 year.
Same.
It's always the big events.
Yeah.
Everybody says that with females, you always get your periods on the big events. I 100% concur.
I'm going to get mine
100
tomorrow for
million
Vegas,
percent,
I feel
100
like.
million %. I got mine on at Erica's wedding.
Oh, nice.
Where I didn't have anything with me because I was like, oh, it'll come, like, I thought it would come for Vegas.
Yeah.
So, no, I didn't have, and I was like, cool, let's go home now. That's why I was like, Macy, we're on our way home.
I really can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to watching your dogs this Sunday.
Oh, yeah, it'll be great. You could watch Barbie.
Yeah, so they're going to be in Vegas, and guess where Macy is going to be? My ass will be on the couch.
Yeah.
And I will be cuddling with the puppies, probably smoking a little bit of weed, and
They will
having the
love
best time
it.
of my life. I have the best time every time with the boys. And he's going to be gone for the night. Right?
Yeah, he's gone Sunday, and then I don't come back till Monday night. So he'll be there
so I'll be there all Monday too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm excited about that.
Get the whole day.
I didn't remember that we booked such a late flight on Monday, and that really
and
excited
that's what threw
me.
Luke was like, I'm not back. Like I'm
Like we get on at 3 and we get home at 7.
So
Well, yeah, because you guys do get on at 5, technically our time, and then plane. And
No, the flight is 3.5 hours.
like 4 hours or something.
3 hours and 45
minutes. You said
minutes.
it was 3, but then it'll be 5 here. So you guys won't get back typically until 9.
9.
Yes.
We get back
So
at
it's
9.
late.
Yeah.
So I probably won't even be leaving your house until like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, no. You don't
Yes! Oh my god!
It's like another night.
That
You
gives
get
me
the
so
day
much time to enjoy myself.
to like watch whatever you would like and
This is the
hang
best
out.
surprise I've ever heard in my entire life.
You
Because
get
me
to
and the
just
puppies get to hang out
relax.
today.
What a day.
Lovely.
Do you ever have like days, I know I do, where I just look forward to just chillaxing?
Doing nothing.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite days.
It keeps
Having
me
a
going.
coffee, hanging out, doing nothing, snuggle.
I will say days like this too also get me excited. I like that we can just like hang out and
Yeah,
do the podcast. It's very
great.
like it doesn't feel like you're doing work at all.
yeah.
We're kind of not. We're just laying around.
Well, we kind of are though because this is going to be
Hopefully,
released to be
yeah,
seen. It's crazy. Look at the path that we're on.
it's a great one. Cheers to
I'm
that.
so glad to be a part of the team.
Bless up.
On that note, I hope your guys' week is fabulous. Everything you dream of.
So what do we hope for the next
Mercury
week,
is
guys?
not in retrograde.
We hope that we all make it home safe from Vegas because these bitches are wild.
Oh, they are. We're gonna have fun.
And we're lucky Alicia's injured because
Oh yeah,
will-
it'll slow us down.
she will regulate her behavior. So
True that. However, I will still probably drink too much.
I'm going to be doing a lot of day drinking.
Oh, yeah. That's why everyone was like about the club on Saturday. I said, that's if we make it to a club. We're going to be drinking a lot during the day, I feel like.
I don't know what you guys said. I thought you guys meant tomorrow. I was like, wait, what?
Oh.
I was like, oh, you guys dating?
Let's say a prayer for my first day in a shoe at work.
Tomorrow.
And if anyone has any ailments out there, I'll be thinking about you as we all heal.
Yeah.
But all them good vibes. We all need good vibes.
We do need good vibes. I think right now, also, I've been getting a lot of like repeating numbers on my phone, and every time it reminds me to say in my head, everything that's happening to me is happening for me. And so I'm trying to reframe it now.
We are very lucky.
I know. I need to go back to some of those little things.
We're lucky. We are lucky.
As much as like things are really crazy, I think it's also like sometimes hard to take a step back, and I'm really just trying to do that. So I encourage you guys all to do the same.
Amen. Well, have a great day.
Well, I guess
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye. See you in a few weeks.
Oh, don't forget your jacket.
Oh, yes.
Bye.
It's Nora, Alicia, and Macy.
We are a girly podcast, and we are on the floor.
Did I go the wrong way?
You definitely did.